He turns and fires it. Thankfully, he threw it against the board, so there was nobody in the seats there to get hit with it. But you don't do that when your manager's coming out. It's disrespectful. So Francona's going, what the heck was that?
And Puig reignites things. Kyle Crick was drawn at him. This isn't over.
I think it's so interesting and kind of ironic that the last moments from the both of these guys were kind of just off the wall, never really seen it before, because Trevor Bauer, again, I've never seen this before. He chucks a baseball 380 feet to center field, which was actually kind of impressive. I could never do that. And then Yasiel Puig is traded mid-game, and then he gets in a fight with the team that he's not even on anymore. So we're going to talk about that in just a second, but yeah, I thought it was very interesting. The trade is official. It's a done deal. What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. I know that this is coming out a little bit later than usual, and that's because the trade deadline ends today, July 31st at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so I'm trying to delay it as much as possible. I'm hoping that no more big trades happen. There were two more that we're going to talk about over the course of this video. We have the fight between the Pirates and the Reds. We have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with an absolute moonshot for a grand slam, so watch until the end. It's going to be a good one. The first game that we have to talk about is the Tampa Bay Rays, because there was a trade that happened. We're going to talk about that once we actually discuss the Red Sox versus the Rays. Travis d'Arnaud has been the best player in baseball in the month of July. He's hitting .338 with 8 home runs and 24 RBIs while having a 1.159 OPS. So basically, he has been Christian Yelich in July. So roll the tapes. He's been insane.
Fifth inning underway, and the first pitch, d'Arnaud hits this one a mile. And
first pitch driven in the air to right center field and deep. Back at it is Bradley Jr. to the triangle.
Swung on it, a fly ball back into left field. Well tagged. That's going to be off the Green Monster. The Rays will score 2.
We just saw the Tampa Bay Rays barely squeak past the Boston Red Sox. And one more thing to note about the Rays, the first trade, aside from the Trevor Bauer, Yasiel Puig, Framil Rays trade, is the fact that Jesus Aguilar, he is no longer on the Milwaukee Brewers. So breaking news, he has been traded to the Tampa Bay Rays in exchange for Jacob Faria. I'm not even really too sure what his stats are because it just happened. So yeah, Jacob Faria for Jesus Aguilar. I think Jesus Aguilar is hitting .225 with 8 home runs and a 6-something OPS. Not very good after breaking out in 2018. So what do you guys think? Win or lose for the Tampa Bay Rays? We're going to talk about some clutch home runs right now. Paul Goldschmidt continues to carry the St. Louis Cardinals, who are still in first place. If the Cardinals do not make any additions at the trade deadline, I'm just going to apologize as a baseball fan to all of you Cardinals fans, because that would absolutely enrage me. So we have the Paul Goldschmidt home run. Actually pretty much won the game versus Yu Darvish, the NL Central division rival. So that was a big time. And then we have Matt Olson with the walk-off home run against Josh Hader. How's that even possible?
Goldschmidt launches one to deep left. This may snap the tie. It's in the bullpen, and the Cardinals have the lead. Well, he homered in 6.
Looks like Olson, center field. Maybe. And that baby is gone. Olson wins it off Hader in the bottom of the 10th.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has hit 2 grand slams, I think, in his last week or maybe 10 games. So the fact that he is finally starting to rake, also it kind of helps with the teams that they've been playing. But anyways, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he did not miss this baseball. He got the barrel fully on it. He yanked it, and I don't think it's landed just yet. No, I don't think it has.
Swing and a drive. This one's going to go, folks. How about a grand slam home run for Vladimir Guerrero Jr.?
Home run derby.
Watch that. A little cement mixer just spun and stayed in the middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Josh Donaldson and the Atlanta Braves are so scary because there's one player that I haven't talked about, it seems like a year and a half or 2 years of MLB Recap, and his name is Adam Duvall. I remember when Adam Duvall was on the Reds, it seems like he was an automatic 35 to 40 home runs every single season. Then he went to the Braves, and it was an absolute trash can. But yesterday, him and Josh Donaldson, they were able to carry the Braves to a victory. And then after that, the Orioles, their offense has been playing great in the month of July. So yeah, shout out to all you Orioles fans that are sticking and rocking with your club, because it's been kind of fun to watch lately. Orioles are going off.
Hit high in the air, deep right center field. That's headed for the scoreboard. And did his job and was rewarded. And he goes into launch mode again. How far is this one going? Way out to
coach.
Smoke to left field. It's a 4-hit night for Adam Duvall.
We're going to talk about one more game before we get into the Pirates versus the Reds brawl. The Phillies are 7-3 in their last 10 games, so they're trying to compete with the Braves, the Washington Nationals. I didn't think that the Nationals were going to be this good, but, they proved me wrong. So the Phillies, along with Rhys Hoskins, yeah, they showed the world that they're still in contention. They need to make a trade just like the Cardinals, but if they don't, what are they doing?
Pitch to Hoskins, swing and a drive, deep center field, back goes Pilar to the wall, he looks up, it's gone, goodbye!
Save it for the Phillies. A high fly ball to left field, this should do it. Hazley says he has it, he's under it, and he makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
So one more thing to note about that Phillies versus Giants game. So the Giants, I think, are 1 or 2 games above 500 now. They really think that they're going to make the wild card and eventually the playoffs. So at this point, Madison Bumgarner, he's supposed to be traded, but the Giants are holding on to him. I think it's just because they love Madison Bumgarner. He means everything to San Francisco, both him and Buster Posey. But the fact that they think that they're going to make the playoffs, very interesting. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but yeah. Interesting to say the least. So yesterday we saw that the Pittsburgh Pirates destroyed the Cincinnati Reds, but I don't think anyone cares about the final score because honestly both of those teams are kind of out of the playoff race in 2019. I think everyone cares more about the drama that happened. Yasiel Puig was traded mid-game to the Cleveland Indians, and then Amir Garrett, he just kind of said, you know what? F it. I'm about that life, and he charged the entire Pittsburgh Pirates bench, and yeah, wow. Yasiel Puig came out too and defended the teammates that were no longer his teammates. If you guys missed it, you don't want to go anywhere, roll it.
Now Garrett's on his way to the dugout, and here we go. Oh! Garrett goes in there, Puig from the back. Puig coming at Crick. These two teams still have to play a game here tomorrow afternoon. Finally, the team separated, and this is what started.
After the fight was over, Yasiel Puig was actually yelling at his former teammates. I don't know if he was yelling at them because they weren't defending all of the Reds staff. I'm not sure what was happening, but Puig was not happy. He kind of stormed off the field. So his last moment as a Cincinnati Red was fighting for his former team, the Cincinnati Reds, while yelling at his former teammates. Okay. So we've talked about how the Cardinals and the Phillies both need to make some trades in terms of maybe some starting pitchers. I really feel like that needs to happen. I don't think that Michael Walker needs to pitch anymore for the Cardinals. Maybe they should get Noah Syndergaard, but apparently he's off the shelf as well. But aside from that, the Yankees, every single pitcher in their starting rotation has an ERA +4. That is not going to cut it as they fall to the Diamondbacks yesterday. And then after that, the Indians got smacked, like absolutely spanked by Justin Verlander. I'm going to use my man Draftnik Mark's famous quote of the fact that Justin Verlander ages like fine wine. He had 13 strikeouts. He shut us out. Wow. Wow.
Chirinos in the right center field, sending Naquin back. Swing and a miss. He gets Santana with a fastball.
Got him swinging. Good slider, low and in as Ramirez goes down.
Quick pitch, gets the quick pitch. Chopper towards Correa. 2 big hops. Correa's throw on the money.
We just saw the Yankees fall to the Diamondbacks and the Indians fall to the Astros. One more quick little note about the Astros is breaking news. They just traded for catcher Martin Maldonado. So, he's back on the team. I believe he played with them back in 2018. I could be wrong, but yeah, he's on the Astros now. So, Jesus Aguilar and Martin Maldonado, the 2 trades that are happening live right now. The White Sox and the Mets played yesterday in a pretty exciting game, but it came down to extra innings. Jeff McNeil and Michael Conforto, they did not want to wait for the win anymore. They decided to say, you know what, let's go ahead and win this game on back-to-back home runs, and that's exactly what happened. Jeff McNeil and Michael Conforto with maybe the longest home run that I've seen at the White Sox. Was a guaranteed rate field. The longest home run I've seen in quite some time. Roll it.
And McNeil gets one in the air to right center field. Back goes Garcia to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here! Now Conforto drives one to deep right. Forget that. Conforto deep into the night. Back to back, McNeil and Conforto.
The Dodgers were facing off against the Colorado Rockies yesterday. This is the last chance, at least in my opinion, that the Rockies can show the baseball world that they are playoff contenders. Unfortunately, they were not able to get it done as the Dodgers bats kind of silenced them. I think the playoff race is officially over. The Dodgers are easily going to win the NL West. Now, one thing I want to note about the Dodgers is the fact that, yes, they won and their bats are raking, but Cody Bellinger, I haven't really heard too much of him lately, so he's probably just in a funk. But the fact that they're still winning games without their best player playing like their best player, the Dodgers are just stupid. It makes no sense. All right, guys. Well, that is pretty much going to do it. The last 3 games that we have to recap. Let me get my script again. If you guys are wondering where I get this baseball case from, it's from a company called Red Zone Cases. I know I get a lot of questions on that. So there you go. Red Zone Cases. Shout out to them. But the Angels were able to beat the Tigers. We see that Kyle Seager went off for the Mariners. I think he had 3 hits with 4 RBIs. And then last but not least, Byron Buxton continues to break out in 2019 as the Twins beat the Marlins. So thank you all so much for watching. This was a trade deadline special. If anything else happens, I'll try and sprinkle it throughout the video or maybe for a video tomorrow. But yeah, Trevor Bauer to the Reds, Yasiel Puig and Franmil Reyes to the Indians. I think that was the biggest kind of news from yesterday and today. Remember to use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save $20 off, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy the highlights.
And Thaiss hits one out toward right field. Towering shot. Chasing Castellanos back near the wall. Gone! Big fly for Matt Thaiss. A 2-run blast. And the Angels have taken the early lead.
Oh, this is blasted high. This is carrying. There's a 2-2. This is smoked out to center field. DeShields is watching, tracking, leaping, and to right field for a base hit. Seager drives home Vogelback. The Mariners
is empty for Buxton. Swing and a drive, left field and deep. Back it goes. Granderson on the track at the wall. That's gone. Buxton a home run, number 10, and the Twins take a 1-0 lead. The Twins now.